guys, it's Lily. I'm back with December 17th of Simple Abundance, a daybook of comfort and joy by Sarah Ban Breathnach. Okay, today's topic is Act 2. For years I wanted to be older, and now I am. That quote was by Margaret Atwood. The other day, I switched on the television while I was waiting for the kettle to boil and caught a glimpse of my favorite actress in a cable movie. I was thunderstruck at how much older she seemed since the last time I'd seen her. If this gorgeous, high-maintenance personal trainer using spa attending woman was visibly maturing, what did a low-maintenance carpooling, scheduling, suburban mother and stressed out writer on a deadline would look like? How old do I look? I asked my daughter when I picked her up at school. She replied, "Old enough to be my mother." The wag shot back. Am I showing my age? I asked a good friend over lunch. No more than I'm showing mine, she reassured me. How visibly I remember an evening on my 16th year when a friend of my parents, who I thought was in his dotage mid-40s, brought his beautiful new fiancée over for dinner. To introduce her to the family, Mike had been an eligible bachelor for many years. Susan had been a Miss America runner-up. It was all very romantic, and I wanted all the juicy details. At one point, I asked Suzanne, with a casual, insufferable incidence of a smart-ass teenager, "How old are you?" The only sound in the living room was my mother's eyebrows rising. "Suzanne." Warm smile broke through the awkward embarrassment. 32, she said, muttering facely. The gulp of soda I was just about to swallow splurged out into the air. 32? And you're getting married for the first time? It's a miracle I'm alive to recount this tale, young lady. My mortified mother admonished me. You should be ashamed of yourself. We do not ask women older than ourselves their age. Apologized to Suzanne immediately. No, please, Suzanne laughed. As the rest of the room broke up, it's all right. Do you think 32-year-old is to be a bride? Is too old to be a bride? Of course I did, unless she was going to be the bride of Methuselah. Except that Suzanne did not look middle-aged. She looked absolutely fabulous. She was the most glamorous older woman I had ever seen in person. But waiting until you were that old to get married, especially when you were gorgeous, was beyond my conception. Now, of course, I know from personal experience why she was marrying for the first time at such an advanced age, but it was too late. At the moment, Cupid marked me. 2 weeks after I married my husband, I celebrated my 32nd birthday. As I remember, it was very good year. Now, like many of women friends, I'm discovering that Act 2 is much more interesting than Act 1. Act 1 just sets the scene. Who our heroine is, where she came from, where the forces that shaped her. In Act 2, that the creative tension really begins. to build. As her story unfolds, Act 2 is teeming with twists and turns as the pivotal moment of choice comes into view. Act 2 reveals the dramatic center of her authentic plot. What will happen next? How will our heroine cope? How will she change? We simply can't move into Act 2 until we have several decades under our belts. Hopefully, we're wiser, more experienced, self-confident, courageous, and canny. Suddenly, there's more depth and breadth to the scripts we create. In middle age, we are adapt to reach the horrifying conclusion that all sorrow, all pain, all passage, regret, and loss, and bitter disillusionment are self-made. The novelist Kathleen Norris confessed in 1931. But now we know how to change all that, don't we? I am ready for my close-up, Mr. D. Millie. Thank you so much for reading with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.